Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a great start of the week so far, and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin. We're going to do a full analysis on what to expect over the course of the day, what the current structure and current situation for Bitcoin is today specifically, but also looking back at last week, because last week was obviously massive, and yesterday was quite different from last week, but ultimately yesterday was still a good day, all right? At least a good day for stability. Whether it was a good day for continuation, so in this case bullish continuation, that I'm not sure about, and I think we need a little bit more to break out above our main resistance level around 95,400, but we will talk about that. We'll also have some economic data today which can matter. Historically it doesn't, but in the current context it might, so we'll talk about that, and obviously we'll include the general financial markets into my analysis as well, as most of you know if you watch these videos, right? So in general, I'll try to tell you everything you need to know. So let's get right into it. Now, the general financial markets here are stable, which I would say is good. You can see the S&P 500 right now. Pre-market is trading essentially at the same level as it was trading at Friday afternoon, so not much movement in there, because there have also not been any major changes regarding the trade war, tariffs deals, whatever, and we haven't really had any major economic data come out. So then one of the look, there are some things geopolitically that I think can shake up the price and can actually make a dent in the price for the S&P 500, which would in turn also have a negative effect on Bitcoin. But at this point of time, that's not happening. I mean, gold surged up slightly yesterday, but also respected resistance. The volatility index is still dropping down. So far so good. All right, we have to assume that the market remains stable, and we have to assume that this recent bullish momentum for the S&P 500 continues, even though I do think this is coming close to a resistance, which will also be a resistance for Bitcoin specifically. Now, talking about Bitcoin specifically, yesterday was a decent day. I mean, in my videos yesterday, both the normal update but also the market update, the main level I talked about was this level right here at 93,600, right? The main area that we needed to hold was between 94,000 and 93,600. Yesterday in the middle of the day market update, we had broken down below 94,000, but we were still holding the POC. And as long as the price is still holding the POC, technically it can still, even though we had a bearish breakout, we can still easily reclaim that. So that's what we did, had a beautiful reclaim of 94,000. Was an amazing trade, by the way, because you can see on the 1 hour time frame, we broke back above that, retested it, went back up to the top of the range. And that is where we are right now. And so far this morning, I'm not really getting any indications that this balance we have, this stability we have, is going to change. We opened basically within the value of the last couple of days, as you can see. So far, I've not really seen any major movements in the general financial markets. I haven't seen much volume. So for now, I expect that this stability will continue. And that is what I think is most likely. And then ultimately, we are looking to break out. So that would either be below 93,600, like this, or above 95,400, like this, up to 96,500, right here. But for that to happen, we either need to see some sort of a major change in the general financial markets, I think, or we need to see the same strength return as we saw last week, right? So if we actually see a lot of volume come in during the US session today with a Coinbase Bitcoin premium and strong stock markets, then we can break out. But that is what we're waiting for. And at this point of time, look, I'll be the first to tell you when it actually does happen. I'll try to make a video, but otherwise on X. But at this point of time, it looks more likely that we're going to remain stable. And given the fact that we are able to remain stable here, in combination with the trend on the higher time frames, I would still say it's most likely we're going to get that bullish breakout instead of the bearish one. It's just the certainty of this happening is just not high enough to take a long trade right here. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know. So if you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.